Well, here I am, just minding my own business in the junkyard, and look what I've come across. A Ford F350 Super Duty. We are getting this back to our shop ASAP, and it only costs $8,775. What a steal. Look at this, though. This is going to be a ton of work to restore. I think we're up to the task, though. Let's get it back to the garage. All right, now that we got this thing back to the garage, let's take a proper look at it. All right, it's got all the interior. It's looking real nasty, though. Do we have any wheels? We have no wheels. Okay, that's going to make things challenging. We do have some cinder blocks holding it up, though. Engine-wise, whoo, boy. Okay, we're in rough shape here. Rough shape. This is going to be a very difficult one to do, guys. But, as always, before we do anything, let's go ahead and get the car over to the car wash. I want to get rid of all this dust and dirt. See what we got underneath. Not much improvement, huh? Yeah, definitely not much improvement. Let's do the interior as well. Interior, we should see some definite improvement, though. Yeah, that looks much nicer. All right, let's get it into the garage and on our lift. See what we can do with this thing. Oh, boy. Well, I'm not going to bother taking any oil out because obviously there's not going to be any oil in this engine. But I'm going to start stripping the body parts off real quick because I want to go ahead and run a welder over this thing basically as soon as possible. And, oh man, I've got so much stuff on me. I should not be doing it with that much junk on me. Hang on. Much better. Now we have a nice clean inventory. Oh, man. Sometimes you forget to do that, you know? You just... you have stuff in your inventory and you just move right on to the next job without even thinking about it. But I'm trying not to do that because we don't want to get any of these parts we're going to be taking off here confused. Okay, I think that is everything in terms of the body or the headlights. Check. Okay, now this, we should see some major improvement. This is one of my favorite parts of any job is running the welder, especially when you get something out of the junkyard. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, it's looking like it's almost brand new now. All right, I guess the frame is brand new now. The chassis is looking real good. Okay, let me get this back. Well, you guys know what we got to do now. This is where... Wait. Okay, I thought I left something in there. Yeah, this is where you do a lot of your work, right? I got to strip everything off, run everything over there through our repair bench and see what we got that's workable. And then, yeah, I got to figure out the tire situation. I got a lot of stuff to figure out here. Okay, well, we got everything out. There is a lot missing in this truck. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research so that I'm not constantly going in and having to buy parts and then install a part, buy another part, install a part. I'm gonna have to look and see exactly what we need, and go from there. I still do have to take the engine apart too, so that's next on the list. And then I'm gonna go through, buy all the parts I need, do a lot of repairs, and hopefully get as much of this truck as possible on the first shopping trip and not have to go back and back again and again. So, all right, I'm gonna throw the engine on here and I'm gonna get started taking that apart. All right, engine officially done. That's everything taken off of this truck. It's stripped down to the bones. Nothing left to do now but starter repairs and do a whole bunch of shopping. This is gonna be, it's gonna be something. This is gonna be something. By the end, it's really, really gonna be worth it though, because we're gonna have a nice, shiny, brand new F350 essentially. Okay, I just did a ton of shopping, ton of repairing, ton of everything. I got it's just lots and lots of stuff here. Yeah, 18 pages worth of parts. So I went with 20-inch rims. I don't know how it'll go on the tires. I went 275, 65, R20. I think it should work on like without a lift or anything like that. I think we should be okay. And yeah, we went basically as much performance as we could. And we'll see how it goes at the end, but I'm excited to start getting everything back on here. So I'm gonna just get to it. Let's do it. Okay, there we go. Whew, man, that was a fun rebuild. It actually wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I kind of went through and actually overspent on parts initially. I bought more than I thought I needed, and it ended up working in the end because I didn't have to go into the shop and buy so much that way. Now, the tuning, I really wasn't sure what to do on the tuning for this, so I just went with what I normally go with. We'll see how it performs on the track. It looks like it should do pretty well, so let's get over there and let's see how we do. All right, let's do this. Oh man, okay. 165. I know our top speed is much higher than that, but this is just not long enough to get us there. Maybe I'll try on this stretch right here when we got a little bit of speed built up already. See how high we can get. Nope, not gonna get it over here either. Oh boy. Ooh, that's the first time I've ever rolled a truck over. Incredible. Let's get back to the garage. Oh boy, let's talk about it. Okay, so what did we buy this thing for? Let's get a look here. We bought it for 8,775 credits, profit of 131,000 credits. That's pretty crazy right there, man. You want to make money in Car Mechanic Simulator 2021? You go ahead and just go to the junkyard, buy some of these cars. You'll be a millionaire in no time at all. But guys, that's going to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you are enjoying it or you're not. And you know, just let me know. But as always, have yourself a beautiful day, everybody. And I will see you on the next one.